always wanted to go to Indonesia to shoot some footage, and this time we finally found a great client, Jimmy. They've just launched the 20 rupees Ultra Max, which is an incredibly impressive projector, absolutely fantastic. But unfortunately, I was supposed to go and shoot the sample footage with the team, but I just twisted my ankle here in Haikau, so now I have to hand things over to Michael to lead the team and take everyone to shoot. What's your impression of Indonesia? You've been there, right?
My best impression of it is definitely the underwater footage. It's absolutely unbeatable and stunning.
In our sample diary, we've actually never provided you with free underwater footage, but in fact, I've had many of our company's photographers get their AOW certification, so they can shoot in various seas. This is our first time, and Michael will be leading the team to carry out this shoot, so this time our sample diary is aiming to bring you something different. Our small team will head to Indonesia with Jimmy Alzer and the Ultramax to show you around this place with its unique scenery. Indonesia, this Southeast Asian country near the equator, has a population of over 200 million people, far more than I expected. With about 17,000 islands, it's also called the land of 1,000 islands. As a tropical country, Indonesia lacks 4 seasons, usually from April to November. This is its dry season. When the sun is shining brightly, it's the best time for travel. At the same time, Indonesia is also one of the countries with the most volcanoes in the world, with 129 active volcanoes scattered across the country. Many of these volcanoes are still erupting, which affects the surrounding landscape, all the plants and animals, and even the seas. The scenery created by this is truly breathtaking.
After nearly 2 hours of searching, we finally found a species.
Javanese water buffalo, only in Indonesia. Wow, there are so many of them.
Well, how many are hiding here all at once?
Don't go, bro, one of the buffalo responded to you. Bro, it's about to turn around and look at you.
Is your hometown like this too?
My hometown?
Yeah.
To be honest, I've never actually been to my hometown. They say I still have a piece of land in Niger. Really? It's true. My dad left it to me. I heard it's already been taken over by some drifters. So if things ever get too tough here, come back to Africa with me and farm the land.
Dad.
Farm the land, young man.
This dark-skinned international friend who owns land in Africa is actually our company's incredibly talented photographer, Phi Long. He is truly dedicated to his work, and in the 2+ years he's been with us, he's appeared in many of our shows. The viewers in the comments section often think he's Indian, but in fact, he's a native Nanjing local. He speaks Nanjing dialect perfectly, and what's more, Phi Long is a true blue anime fan.
Damn, wow, that was so sudden. Like, you're just walking along and then suddenly you turn your head and bam, there's a Komodo dragon. I don't know if the mic can pick up the sound, but their call really sounds like something straight out of Western mythology. Flying dragon. It's a sound kind of like this, damn.
So cool.
Right?
Oh, start fighting. They want to fight. If a Komodo dragon suddenly jumps out, we shouldn't panic or run back. Just stand behind him and we'll be fine. He'll protect us with his stick, his little stick. That's right.
Oh, there must be a dragon up ahead. Wow, it's so close. There are so many of them. Why are they bold enough to gather here in such numbers? This place has basically become a check-in spot now. They're actually pretty cute. They're diurnal animals, meaning they hunt during the day. According to our guide, they're waiting for everyone because they're scavengers. After they bite the water buffalo to death, they just wait for it to die, and then they start to slowly savor their meal.
They eat slowly, savoring every bite. Youth has no price tag. It melts in your mouth.
Worldwide, there are only about 3,000 Komodo dragons, and they're found on just 4 islands within Komodo National Park. To protect these Komodo dragons, the local authorities enforce very strict regulations. So, if you want to visit here, we recommend joining a guided tour for your own safety. Depending on the season, prices range from a few hundred to 2,000 yuan. Also, since Komodo dragons are only active in the morning, once the temperature rises, they just lounge motionless in the shade. It's best to set out before sunrise. That way, you'll have a better chance of capturing some dynamic shots of them. Besides the Komodo dragons, Komodo Island is also a world-famous diving destination. You can often see these kinds of ocean-going sailboats right at the pier, but honestly, the prices are pretty outrageous. A 7-day trip will set you back around 70 to 80,000 yuan. Although, due to budget and time constraints, I couldn't take you on a live-aboard diving experience this time, there are still plenty of great dive spots in the waters around Komodo Island.
We're about to do our very first underwater shoot for our sample diary. Hidden here is one of the most famous waterfalls in the world.
Right now, we can't see any sign of the waterfall at all. I feel like it might suddenly appear in front of me after a certain bend. Listen carefully. Can you hear the sound of water spirits? It feels like there's more water than I imagined.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as spectacular as I imagined. The water is actually dispersed. These are all underground streams. That's why you can see the color of the groundwater is much clearer. And then, only this one. This is the water coming down from the river.
Why do we call it say woo? Because we are lazy to count it as something is difficult to count. That's why, you know.
Man is just a nugget.
Name.
The names on both sides are different.
85. 85. Northeast Stone. Let's start our main task for today.
This is pure vegetarian food, straight up.
Wow, there's this really fresh scent in the air. I think when you're making watermelon juice, this smell is especially refreshing. Oh, thank you to nature for this gift. I really want to recommend everyone to come down here. Come and experience it for yourself, because after all, what you see from a drone is the view from an aircraft. But what you see with your own eyes is still very different.
As night falls and the last rays of sunset slowly fade from the sky, countless stars shine down on this land. Such a pure scene reminds us of a technology our company learned in the past, 3D mapping. Using this Jimmy RS20 Ultra Max, we project beams of light onto the forest in the darkness. It brings a touch of dreamlike magic. While adjusting the image, thanks to the optical lens shift feature of this Genie S20 series, we can directly adjust the position of the image without moving the projector itself. Combined with the optical zoom function, this allows for truly lossless image quality, making the whole dream-making process even easier. The unique master red ring lens with a 10:0:0:0:1 contrast ratio, combined with the fully automatic smart gimbal and brightness as high as 4500 CVA, makes the light and dark effects of the projection image stand out even more. The light effects are rendered with greater delicacy, and that's how we achieved this dreamlike, almost surreal projection sample. We also used the 20 rupees Ultra Max to play back the footage we shot, and you can see that the projected image reproduces colors extremely accurately, almost indistinguishable from what you see with the naked eye. Whether it's the details of the whale or the interplay of light and shadow, everything is displayed clearly and naturally, allowing everyone to become unconsciously immersed in the scene. After a short break, our sample diary group's journey continues.
It's now around 1 o'clock in the morning, and we just arrived at a local hospital, I guess. The reason is because Xiaoan hurt her foot. It's already swollen up like a pig's head. At first, I just thought it was a mosquito bite, just a little numb. I never expected that after a day, it would swell up like this. The doctor here, to be honest, was pretty straightforward. He told us that their hospital is very small, and they can't do any further examinations. So all they could do was prescribe some antibiotics and painkillers. You know, this small hospital, the medical facilities are pretty basic. If it's just a cold or a fever, you can tough it out and get better on your own. But when your foot swells up like this...
Yeah.
Hey, be careful, be careful.
Our local guide guessed from the wound that it was probably a centipede bite. There wasn't any special medicine for it, so we just had to wait for it to heal on its own. But no matter what, especially when you're abroad, you really have to be careful. It's best to look up what kind of insect repellent is suitable for the local area. After about 5 days of rest, our Xiaotong's foot finally recovered, and we made it to our last stop. Nav Bromo.
It's actually pretty rare to see traffic jams like this in Indonesia, and right now it's only 6:30 in the morning. If you want to come to Bromo to watch the sunrise, make sure you take one of these off-road vehicles instead of choosing a motorcycle, because as you can see, the traffic is really chaotic. Renting one of these cars for a day costs about 500 renminbi. They'll pick you up in the morning and take you to the top of the mountain to watch the sunrise. Then on the way down the mountain, you'll get close to the volcano.
Most of it is on your own.
What?
But they are organized, and just a couple of days ago, all the heads of these drivers signed a document, because sometimes some drivers help people sneak in without tickets. If you get caught bringing guests without tickets,
You're kicked out immediately.
and you have to pay 5 times the fine.
You can only rent their off-road vehicles.
Yeah.
We originally wanted to get some amazing shots at Mount Bromo, but we didn't expect that in a tropical country, the temperature at night would drop to just 7 or 8 degrees Celsius. So if you come here, you definitely need to bring warm clothes. We waited all night at the sunrise viewpoint at an altitude of 2,700 meters, and when the actual sunrise finally came, you'd see the mountaintop packed with people and covered in thick clouds and fog. Honestly, I really don't recommend coming to the sunrise viewpoint. On the other hand, the next day's sunrise experience at the sunset viewpoint was much better, and the scenery there was really great too.
So, at Bromo Volcano's sunrise, there's a thin layer of mist below, and above is the volcanic smoke it emits, with the volcano sandwiched right in the middle. When we came here this morning, the fog was still pretty thick, but now it's slowly starting to clear up.
This scene really reminds me of a corny joke. Why is it that as soon as we arrived, the fog started to clear up?
Why?
Because we brought fog disperser with us. Oh! We caught it on camera.
I've been waiting for my family. I've been waiting.
Waiting.
It feels like all those sleepless nights these past few days were worth it. 3 mountains, all captured on camera, and the one in the back is still erupting right now.
Just now, the driver said that situations like today are actually really rare. Usually, there's fog down below, but it's never as even as it is today, and the clouds above are never this symmetrical. It's really, wow.
It's just 2.
Beautiful.
After returning to the office, with the gentle help of the colorist, our footage was able to present its best colors. The excellent color accuracy of this Gimi RS20 projector also left a deep impression on us. This Gimi has obtained multiple picture quality certifications, including Dolby Vision and IMAX Enhanced, and has jointly launched a new color standard with SGS. Even under high brightness, color accuracy remains excellent. This Gimi RS20 also allows importing custom LUTs, and we've included some favorite internal LUTs to share. It's also worth mentioning the RS20 series is equipped with the new MT9681 chip and 8445 driver, reducing latency to just 1 millisecond. This Gimi pioneers variable refresh rate (VRR) in projectors, making gaming on a projector a great experience. Alright, that wraps up all the content for this episode of Sample Diary. We hope you enjoyed it. All of our sample footage this time has been carefully prepared and is available for download if you need it. Lastly, we'd like to extend a big thank you to Gimi projectors for their strong support of this episode. If you're looking for a projector that excels in every aspect, you definitely shouldn't miss the sincere and impressive Gimi RS20 series. So, where do you think we should go to shoot material for the next episode of Sample Diary? We welcome your suggestions. See you next time.